We got a lot to talk about today. We're playing Zaccaria Pinball. I'm on PC. It's old school tables galore. You got solid state, electromechanical, remake, deluxe, retro. Must be over 100 tables on this game, and no one told me about it until recently. In fact, no one told me about it at all. So if you download the game, you get Time Machine and Time Machine Retro for free. I'm going to show you this right now. Fly cam. Look at this. You can actually view the table. Other developers take note. So this is Time Machine. We're going to play some Time Machine, but in order for me to get back, I have to press escape. This game is in early access, according to Steam, even though it's on Nintendo Switch, and it doesn't work with my Switch controller for some reason. But all that aside, that's why we're playing Zaccaria Pinball today, because it's awesome, and there's a few things that I need to tell the developers so they can get it out of early access. I don't know why it's there. Alright, Time Machine. You got all these different modes on here. You got Classic, Checkpoint, Challenge, Survivor. I'm going to show off Checkpoint first. Let's see if I can complete as many tasks as I can. And once you complete a task, you get the timer to go back to 60 seconds, so I haven't completed this yet, but there's over 4,000 challenges, like achievements in this game. So if you're trophy hunting or trying to get all the trading cards or just get all the achievements, you're going to be here for a while. If you're a fan of any of the Williams tables from Zen or any of the older Gottlieb machines, you'll definitely be a fan of Zaccaria. Like, I'm still shocked that I haven't come across this yet. So instead of telling me what to do with my videos in the comment section, tell me what pinball games to play, because there seems to be a lot of awesome shit out there right now. And there's a lot of low digital pinball games too, but we'll save that for another video. You can see in the top left, shoot the ball to the ramp. So now I gotta hit the ramp so I can continue my missions. There's also a campaign mode and a story mode where you play all the different tables. And there's just an incredible amount of content on here. That's why I had to do a video today. I just downloaded this yesterday. I think I sunk about 14 hours into it. And I'm just blown away by how many tables there are. And how much better it is when they're pretty simple. So, oh man, I ran out of time. So they do these different modes. That's okay, because I want to show you all the different modes anyway. Where they introduce extra balls by how well you do and give you a challenge, like set you up with tasks and stuff. And it adds so much replayability. Let's try Locomotion. It adds so much replayability to the titles, it's amazing. Pinball Arcade and Zen Studios take note. Alright. We don't need the rules. Let's try Challenge this time. So Checkpoint Challenge and Survivor are similar. They just add time a little differently, and your game over is a little different. Progressively harder. If I go to play and I pause it, Challenge Gold, Challenge Silver, so I need 20 points to get the gold. I think that's doable. The lighting for this table, by the way, I had to set up the lighting and the camera. I wasn't happy with the default cameras because I can show them to you actually. I think it's, no, triangle is the HUD, GUI, whatever the hell you want to call it. Oh no, that's screwing up my game. So yeah, 4 through 7 are custom, and you can customize the camera, which I really appreciate, but here was their default view. And it's not bad, like this is good for if you have one of those real digital pinball tables, I suppose. This one, I don't understand why you would play it with following the camera, because if you can't see the flipper, when I can't see the flipper, I'm just like, And then this is 3, which also again seems to follow the ball for some reason. And I just got down a little bit lower. This, I'll put the settings somewhere, maybe at the end of the video, maybe in the description, in case you want this camera and you want to recreate it. But I would like it a little bit more angled, more like a child's perspective or someone who's like leaning into the table. I like the way that the Pinball Arcade also did it with the 4 cameras, and there was like, you can cycle through them. You can't really cycle through them here because there's 7. I know you're probably wondering about the physics now. The physics are fine. I can't speak too deeply about them, but I can speak about like the things that I know, like the front end and how this is coming along. And I'm like, 2 points, man. That sucked. I wasn't trying. Right now I'm just trying to like give you a broad idea of all the different games on there, so I'll start paying attention more as time goes on. Which should I play here? How about Devilwriter? Sure, why not? But I really like the front end. There's still some controller issues, like you've seen. I couldn't back out of the flyover cam. We'll do Survivor this time. This isn't going to last very long. You have to complete the task, or if you lose a ball, then you're done. So this might be a short game. We'll see. But I like the short games because some of the more complex tables, I want to play a quick game, and a quick game winds up turning into an hour, and I just don't have that kind of time anymore. I have more time than that, though. Let's try that again, shall we? Hit pop bumpers 10 times. All right. So we need to hit the pop bumpers. Now don't be fooled. I can't use those flippers on top. That's actually an upper play field, which we'll get to hopefully in a second. The biggest trouble I had with this game was actually figuring out which tables to buy first, because like I said, you got the time machine table for free, which was really awesome. I was sold immediately. I'll try it. We'll restart once more, then we'll move to a new table. And I was like, okay, well, which one should I buy? I want to buy some tables here, but I don't want to buy ones that overlap with other bundles, and I don't want like a subset of a bundle. It's just, bundles trip me out. It's hard to figure out which ones to buy. All right, new table. Continue, restart. It's a leave. Like I'm trying to figure out what continue means. Yeah, like the front end is good, but it still has some issues. You don't need to ask me if I want to go back there, by the way, so I would cut that one out. Like, oh, do you want to go to the main menu? It's not like I'm deleting a save data. So, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but I am talking to the developers here. So, make sure you tweet at them or something. Let's go to one of the EM tables. Universe. Alright. See what Universe is about. But I wanna get them out of early access and into the digital jungle. Like I said, it was released. We'll do Lamp Hunter. Let me show you Lamp Hunter. This is where you got to get all the lights. But it was officially released on Switch, so I don't know why Steam says early access. Maybe they just want me to play it for them and give them some pro tips on what they need to fix. But I'm really happy with this collection so far. I bought the Starter Pack Plus, which is the bundle I recommend you buy. There, I just saved you 20 minutes of searching what the hell you're supposed to buy first. Restart. I want that. I want to do this one. What am I looking at? Let me look at my achievements, my challenges. Hey, come back here. 75. Alright, play. I would say the physics are really good. They're very realistic. It feels all wooden and old school. And once you get all the lights in the light mode, they reset, so you gotta find out which is the hardest one to hit and then go for that pretty much, and then hope they reset. I would say that one in the middle. And there's that orange one left. Cool. So we went through one cycle pretty quick. Alright. I'm sort of back into the groove a little bit. It's harder to narrate over these because it is more delicate. It's much more delicate than than the Zen tables, or even the Williams and the pinball arcade tables. 90, that's gold. But yeah, the flippers are. Let me go back. Remake. So they remade some of the solid state and EM tables, and then they also retrofied them, which is like a retro remake. We'll get to that in a second. Remake, what do we want to do? Shooting the Rapids, sure.
Shooting the Rapids.
You really have to be a nudge master at these tables. And the flippers are almost secondary. They're sort of just for... We'll do Lamp Hunter again. Okay, cool. It's pretty dark in here. Hey, I accidentally enlarged in my the GUI's out of control. Alright. I'm just getting my interface back. Whoa, look at it. It's tripping out, man. Okay. There we go. No, that's not exactly what I want. So you can move the interface with the press of a button or several. And then you can enlarge them. So right now I'm not actually playing the game, I'm just trying to play getting my settings right. Okay, now we're going to do it for real. Whew. Oh no, I'm not in my camera. Yeah, that's another thing I had to adjust. You know, see how it's going left and right? Like, who the hell wants that? You have to turn the dead zone to 100%. Oh, come on. Okay, I understand it's in early access, guys. You want to get this out of early access, and it's mostly like the controls and how it's handling things. Some of the menus are clunky too. So I'm going to get it like this. Camera 4, that's my custom. Now I'm not going to touch any more of the interface buttons for a second. Whew. So a lot of these games are about like the subtleties of nudging, and I would say the nudging is pretty good. It's different than the Zen for sure, and I had to get used to that kind of restart. I want to do this table for real. I was doing better when I was trying to fix my graphics. I love the sound of the gunshot. Brings back memories from high school. All right. Now, it also, I know I get a lot of criticism for the Zen videos where I'm double flipping like this, but that's mostly I'm double flipping just to get just to always be acquainting myself with the buttons, because I'm wired in right now, but we know that if you're playing like wirelessly, like on your PlayStation, that is the limiting agent in terms of reaction time. So here, I can really focus on just using the flippers when necessary. And then on the older like EM tables, and as we'll see in a minute, the retro tables, it's more about nudging, which I'm still getting the hang of, but it's lots of fun, guys. And they respect my time. Like, these tables totally respect your time, meaning you're not gonna have a lot of time on them, really. I think the longest game maybe I had with one of these was like 10 or 15 minutes, which is good. I like those because reasons stated. All right. I haven't even heard of most of these tables until recently, and I never associated the name with Zaccaria, but now I do. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I saw that random tweet by that random guy who I forget, who was playing the story mode. I think it's just because there's so many digital pinballs out there right now. Something like this can get lost in the noise. Whereas this is pretty well polished, guys. Like I said, just listen to my few tweaks, and then get out of early access, because I think they have all the tables made. I'm not sure. I was looking at the forums and stuff just to see if because these are licensed. Like, they're not licensed in a sense like they're Star Wars or anything, but they're IP tables, you know? They're like Zaccaria's tables, and then they redid some of them and made like deluxe versions, which are more akin to the things you'll find on Zen, or like the newer contemporary tables, but I haven't tried any of those yet. I'm probably gonna buy the second pack. I just only bought the starter pack plus, and I think that was a pretty good deal. So I might try a few deluxe, and I might even try the expert pack or another bundle after this. We'll see. We'll see if they wind up retweeting my stuff, because I need some help, guys. I need some help when it comes to these social utilities. I feel like my efforts are being wasted in trying to give some sort of content. What am I doing on this one? Is this the light game? I forget. Or am I just doing classic? 160? 160 what? Yeah, I think I'm playing the light game. Where's the last light at? I can't find it. Is it up there on the right? Okay, 161. Okay. I found it somewhere. I'm pretty sure I got gold at this point. But as you can see, like the tables, they take a while to melt with. And once you do, it feels real good. So I'm definitely down with the physics here. And you can adjust the physics. There's all these different like settings, which I'll check out in a hot minute. But right now I'm busy setting records across the world. Where'd it go? That's wild. I was gonna do something like I did with the Zen tables, the table reviews, but the truth is, like, all these tables would be considered very difficult in terms of play and fairly simple in terms of mastering. So they'd all be pretty much rated the same there. The only thing I would be rating is how much I enjoy them, which is very high so far. I really like these tables a lot. They get some flack for like being too similar. I haven't seen that too much. I think they're pretty different in terms of layout, and even the physics are different. Okay, cool. So that was Shooting the Rapids, Lamp Hunter. Let's see my leaderboard score. Wizards, Lamp Hunter. Oh, no top 10, 212, just off the top 10. So there's so many different game modes here. You got checkpoint, challenge, target. We're going to do target next. Go back, do a new table. Go to main menu. The story mode's cool, but a couple people already did videos on those, and I'll put links in the description. You can check out those guys. Where are we going? Winter sports. Tropical. Let's do tropical. Tropical. Play. Oh, and just look at the achievements here before we play yet. So this is the achievements list. You got 6 pages of these, and there's 4,400 something achievements so far, and you can even unlock tables with achievements. So, score. Fly cam option, play. And again, you just look at the fly camera here, and you can actually look around the table. You know, you can't do this on other pinball games. So this is a nice feature. I really appreciate this. But I can't get back with the DualShock for some reason. And also, I can press escape and then bring that up and then go back, but I can't escape it with the controller. And this game does not work with the Pro Controller. It actually took me a while to get it working with the DualShock. And then I tried my Nintendo Pro Controller, and the sticks didn't work. Like, the plunger was nudge, and then you couldn't nudge at all. And I was like, oh, again, neglecting the Nintendo Pro Controller. I don't know what to do about that. Maybe it's a Steam issue. I don't know who to blame, but someone's to blame. Play. Target Eliminator. So these are drop-in spot targets, and you only get one ball, so let's try. If it looks a little dark, it's because there's weather mechanics and night cycles. The pinball machines in front of a window. We'll restart that. The pinball machines in front of a window, and I don't know how I feel about that because there are some lighting issues. Right now, I think it's fine. I like the way it looks, but you'll see that you'll come back to the game. Come on, what's going on? Oh, you really need to stay up. So I have to stop talking. I want to talk about this because I like it so much, but we're going to focus. Alright, focusing didn't work. You know what? Sometimes with pinball, you just got to move on to a new table. Sometimes you're just not feeling it, and it's not that I don't like that table because I remember liking it, but you know, it's like, oh, you don't melt with it right away, so you go on to another one. Let's go on to Hot Wheels. Yes, I should have made a note here. I made a couple mental notes. There are some tables that I really do need to show off. There are definitely S-tier tables, and this is one of them. Should I do Target Eliminator? Let's do 90 seconds. And play.
Time to rumble.
So this one has 2 plungers. Release them back both like that. And the winning ball goes down the rail. That's pretty sweet. Boom, boom. Oh, and there's a little peg in the ball save. I really appreciate that. Thank you. 2 bumps left. So 90 seconds is just a time mode. See how many.
Racing.
And you can't just blow balls on this. You have to keep at least 3. I think you get 3 balls with 90 seconds to do your thing.
Oh no! Better luck next time.
And then there's concentrating too much. There's like, oh, you gotta concentrate between like a little or much. You have to put your mind in the Zen-like state. Oh, I keep referencing that other game. You gotta put your mind in a Zaccaria-like state to be able to handle some of these tables. But yeah, between the modes and the achievements, this is a must-buy for you pinheads out there. This is really... The other companies can take a lot away from this, and all they need to do is tweak a few little... I'd like to check out the Switch version, but recording off the Switch is more time-consuming for me. So if any of you played the Switch version, just let us know in the comments what you think of it, in terms of like controls and interface and how it plays. Those magnet balls, where it magnets to the side of the wall.
Show them who's the best.
Me, I'm the best. Well, maybe not. Hey! Oh, the flippers went dead. That means my time was up.
Keep racing.
Keep racing? No. No, keep racing. They said I can't. You're lying to me. I can't keep racing.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Better luck next time.
Some of the voices there are a little bit cringy. I'll show you a table where the voices are pretty funny though, because they take they just need the performance is fine. They just need to deluxe retro. Where's the Mexican game? Is it this one? No, I forget. I think it's I get the retro and the other tables confused sometimes. But if you look at the retro tables, they're missing some of the game modes. Now this can be a bit of a bummer, especially if you were to buy the pack. They tell you to buy the retro pack first, the $199 27 tables, but I recommend you don't, and I recommend that Zaccaria stop doing that, because if I were to buy this mode first, I would have only gotten the old school tables. It's not even like retro, they're like retro remakes. If you're confused, I am too, because they took the tables and made them even older, but they redid them. And it's just really strange. Like, look at this one. They got the flippers are so wide and so far apart. And don't get me wrong, I do like these tables, but they don't represent the whole collection. They're going to be the hardest and the most frustrating out of all the tables. I don't find them too frustrating though. I like it when my games last 90 seconds. That's like the ideal playing time for me. And it's sort of like you're along for the ride, and I didn't know if I wanted to nudge there. These are nudge mastered games. You really have to keep it up with just that, and the flippers are just an afterthought. Like there's nothing you can do there. I'm gonna try another table because that wasn't the table I want to show off. I want to show off the other Mexican table. Let's go. Let me show you the real Mexican table. Is it in SS? Yeah, here we go. Okay, so here's the real Mexico table.
Mexico 86.
And I like the voices on this one too. By the way, this is in simulation mode. There's not as much difference between arcade and simulation as there is in Zen. So I just play in simulation.
Olé, Mexico.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So you can see that this actually looks more contemporary than its retro remake, which is cool. I kind of see what they were going for. They wanted to make things older and newer at the same time. They wanted to do both. That's why they have the remake and then the retro set. It's just a weird naming convention that can throw off some people, especially if they buy the retro bundle. They think they're going to get something like this, right? And the answer is no. You're going to get those sort of like where you just throw a quarter in and hope it stays up table. There are skills involved in those tables, the retro tables, no doubt, but these are probably more fun to just like casual players, something like along this line. And even the gaps here, well, those gaps are pretty big too. The ramp here is a little weird. It's hidden in that corner in that dark section over there. That's how you get to this mini playfield. I was going up the wrong way the whole time. I was trying to go up through that little gate or whatever. You gotta go through the... Now look, I nudged my table. It didn't work. I can't wait till I have the space and the finance to afford a real digital pinball table. I do like playing with the DualShock though, I'm not gonna lie. This is probably my preferred method at this point. I would like to try the Nintendo Switch controller, but you know, they won't let me. Look at all the achievements just piling up. And it feels great because I know the more achievements I get more tables. Not all the tables you can unlock with achievements, just like maybe like a dozen of them. But I really appreciate that. There's just so much more reason to play when the game is like that. I guess I'm doing 5-ball sim. You can do 3 or 5-ball. I just fell apart there. Ooh, I got one more. I guess I got an extra somewhere. Wait, 6-ball? That's weird. Oh, I ran out of time. I was wondering, was there time? I guess there was a timed special ball. I forget what mode I was doing. Simulation 5-ball. Yeah, I think there was just a timed bonus ball there or something. So again, the rules, if you want to look at the rules, they're pretty simple, laid out, nice and easy to read. Each mode has different achievements for the mode, and there's just so much to do here. So much to do. Don't ask me about going back. Get rid of that. Do you want to go to the main menu? Get rid of it. I'm telling you. It's annoying. Alright, go to... I don't have any of the deluxe yet. I want the deluxe. I'm going to show you a couple more retro tables. I mastered 3 of them so far. So, I mastered... No, Space Shuttle. Something's missing in Space Shuttle. I know, now that I mentioned it, I have to do it. Alright.
Space Shuttle. Retro.
Alright. We're gonna do... Where's the achievements list? Let's see what I'm missing here. Wizard Shooter. Oh, 6 spot targets. That's all I need. So I'm gonna do that in Classic. I'll show you Arcade. Just because it's supposedly easier. And maybe it'll give me a better chance of achieving my target of 6 drop targets in one ball. I need to smallen my GUI. I forget what button that is. Okay, circle. So I'm not really going for score here. It'd be cool if I get a high score, but I'm trying to hit those drop targets on the left and right. Whew. I gotta get back into it. It's you gotta put yourself in a different mind than doing this when doing these wide gap tables. You know, I'm disappointed in myself. Let me just restart. I feel better. Okay. 1, 2. Alright. 3. I don't know if I'm going to do better than 3. There's also... You can make it easier with the user modes. I forget if it says it requires simulation mode or user mode. I mean, if it requires simulation mode or not. If not, you can go into the physics settings and screw with the ball. It only helps minimally, especially with objectives like these, though. So yeah, and you have to do it all on the same ball, so it has to reset. So close. It's much more reactive than the other tables because there's very little you can do sometimes. So you just don't even want to put yourself in a position like that. Like you really don't want to do that. Cradling is tough. Everything just feels really expensive. Everything you do. It's like, oh, I did that. That's risky. But you do with these older tables, you generally want to get them caught somewhere safe and then just kind of leave them there if you can. Alright, we'll do another table. Back to the main menu. And I might even put on user settings. Circus? No, I don't have circus. Magic Castle. We'll do aerobatics. I'm gonna put it on, let's see what we gotta do left. Maybe we'll do some missions. Achievements. 2,020 seconds. I think I can do that. Let's just do a 90-second mode. Again, I wish you could have all the modes for the retro tables. I think that's one of the 2 reasons it's getting mixed reviews on Steam. If that's the first set you buy, I can see people being pissed off. Buy the starter pack plus first. I don't recommend you buy the retro packs because they're the old schoolest of the old school. And they don't have all the modes. I hope they add these modes later. I really do. I don't know why they don't have them. Please advise. Alright. Get up. Oh yeah, 2000 is going to be a cinch. Watch this. There's like a dust particle. Did you see that? They have dust particles in the ambient lighting and stuff. Alright. Do the flippers really say flipper on them in real life? Like they're manufacturing them and they don't know what the hell to call them? This is the flipper. Whew. Got the rare cradle. Take a break for a second. Where am I going? I guess I'm going up the middle. No, I don't recommend going up the middle in the future. Oh wait, I'm on time mode. I probably shouldn't have held it that long. It's 90 seconds, not 3 balls. Oh well. It's alright, take a dive. Oh, no bonus for taking a dive. That's alright. I forgot I was in 90 seconds. I only need 2,000 though. It should be fine. Sweet. There we go. Alright, so pretty much mastered that table. Not quite yet, but one step closer. Yeah, I'll go back to the main menu. And you can take a look at the award tables. So I already unlocked the Mummy and I unlocked Aliens. Let's check out the Mummy right now. Let's do a game mode on the Mummy. Maybe we'll check out story mode. I didn't buy campaign mode. Campaign mode's an extra $3. I didn't try to get that one yet though. There's a lot on here, guys. Ball size. I'll take you through some of the options real quick. I know you're curious. Skin. That's like decorating the room. I wish you can like add curtains so you can close the damn window. Weather. Room lights. Panorama. Probably most importantly, which I'll show you right now, my camera. This is what my camera 4 looks like. Static on. I don't know why you'd want to watch the ball go like this. And where's the dead zone? Set the value of the... See, this was misleading. You got to read the detail. Dead zone of the horizontal camera tracking. And I think it should have been 0, not 100. But anyway, if you set it to 100, then it won't jerk back and forth. I don't know why the hell they do that. So this is my camera. And I'm pretty much sticking with that. Unless I can eventually tilt it a little lower. And physics. Here are my user physics. I think this makes it the easiest. You can probably turn the slingshot sensitivity down. The only things I really did were make the tilt sensitivity 100. Which again, I don't know why they call it 100. I thought it would be 0 if you don't want it to tilt. But if you don't want it to tilt, you do that. And then flipper tap pass, which is like a derivative of... It's weird. But I think it's helpful. I can't put it into words. Alright. Apply. I don't need to apply. I didn't change anything. VR. I have a VR set maybe another day, guys. Even this takes forever to set up. So I hope you appreciate. What do we want to do? What are we doing? I guess we're doing Lamp Hunter. I like Lamp Hunter. Survivor is the hardest. Let's do a Survivor. It might be a short game, but who knows. I want to hit right flashing drop targets. I recommend they change that font too. I don't like the font. I want it to be bigger. Not bigger. No, I take that back. Just get rid of the damn italics and you'll be fine. Score. Alright. So no rush on this table. I can take my time. Just gotta do what they tell me so I don't get screwed. I need to at least do 3 tasks before I get an extra ball, I think. So you don't wanna... You wanna start off pretty strong. Oh, and there is a timer. I'm wrong. You do wanna get your shit together pretty quick. Alright. Gotta be a little later. Uh-oh. There we go. Got time back. What's it say next? Hit left slingshot twice. That's no problem if I don't go down the hole. Next table. Continue. I don't want that. Get rid of that prompt. Get rid of it. Alright. Aliens.
Aliens.
I wonder if the creative directors yell at their employees. I wonder if it's helpful. So that's what I feel like sometimes when I'm doing this. Like, I'm the damn creative director. Let me show you how to not fuck it up. Alright. Let's see. Challenges Survivor. No, I'm not good enough for Survivor yet. I'm not. Let's just do Checkpoint. Checkpoint's a good place to start because it pretty much teaches you how to play the table. So... It says, hit flashing slingshot 4 times. It's a very subtle flash, but they are flashing. And if the ball drains, it's no big deal, because I got 38 seconds. So yeah, if you're learning the tables, start with Checkpoint. Or even 90 second. But 90 second, you got the 3 balls. Here I can use as many balls as I'd like, maybe. I still didn't get that slingshot. There we go. Alright, see, and it turns into a multi-ball mode. A lot of these game modes, they add a ball whenever you complete a certain amount of objectives, 1 or 3. So, you can score pretty fast. It's about keeping a lot of the balls up on these old school tables. It's pretty fun. fast action, lots of reaction stuff. It's really good. As I score 1 point on aliens, but who knows? Maybe my fortunes will change soon. Alright, hit the flashing spot target. Try that again. Sweet. Hit the flashing slingshot twice. And I believe only the left one's flashing. There we go. I want to invert my nudging. I knew there was something weird with that. It feels different than Zen. I'm still not completely used to it. Alright, hit one of the flashing drop targets. So that's on the right. Almost hit it. It looks like the 300 light on the right. And these aren't random as far as I can tell. They are set. So if you do the checkpoint or whatever mode you choose on whatever table, they will be in a set order so that it's fair for everybody. So that's a good call. Aw. That's alright. It's checkpoint. Got all the time in the world. According to my camera and its battery, which is about 30 minutes. So I'm going to try to speed this up. Let me look at, I'm going to cheat. What's my 10? 10. So if I get 10, I got the gold and I'm done. So just get the in lane. That shouldn't be too hard. Shouldn't be too hard. I'm like trying to hit it back up. I'm trying to do that thing that I do in the arcadey Zen where you can like hit it up the in lane if you're really good or lucky. Yeah, the nudging. I'm gonna reverse my brain on the nudging. See if I can do that with more consistency. Come on, get it in the hole. And last one, hit the flashing drop target. So there we go. 10. I mean, I'm just gonna play it out. I don't want to lose on purpose. I got all these balls flying around now. Got the achievement come up. And it was so nice. I got all these trading cards on Steam, and then I used that to buy a game. I created a badge, and then it gave me a game that I wanted. It's like, oh wow, that's kind of interesting. What are the chances of that happening? I'm not going to tell you what that game is. You'll just have to see it in Gaming Music Mashup soon. Because, you know, I do seek out games that have good soundtracks. This has an OST that you can buy. I don't hear any music playing now. I believe that's only with like the deluxe tables or some of the remakes. I haven't really noticed it too much, but once I do notice it, I'll let you know if it's good, and I'll do a mashup of it. Right now I'm just draining my stuff. Can I just exit this? Because I know I'm low on battery. We have limited resources here at Game Test Play. We can only record for a certain amount of time. But, you know, if you'd like to support the channel, please, like, do things that support it, which include, like, clicking buttons and typing shit. I know you can do it. You know that it's helpful, guys. You know that, like, we're in a really shitty time right now. I'm not asking for money. I didn't get a stimulus check. So you can spread this video around and make me want to live another day and play pinball. Speaking of live another day, like, this Zaccaria... spot on, because I got nothing until June coming out, so this is gonna take up the rest of my month. Thank you guys, this game is awesome. I can sit here and zone out for a while.
Ole, Mexico.